And hey there, it's me, Mudlink, and welcome back to some more Professor Layton in the Curious Village. So last time we started off our game, got already 8 puzzles solved. Got to see how odd it is, how odd this town is when it comes to puzzles. Everyone's just obsessed with them. But it is a nice little touch that they're like, yeah, everyone's just obsessed with puzzles here. And yeah, now we're gonna finally be entering this mansion. Now we can actually click on the shoe here, or we can just press. Also, save at the start just in case anything happens. So anyway, let's do this. Welcome to Reinhold Manor. Thank you for coming. I am Matthew, butler and servant to the Reinhold family. Everyone is waiting upstairs for you. But before you go, I have a message from Lady Dahlia. She has requested that you take a look at this puzzle. Please do not be taken aback. Madam has the strangest sense of propriety sometimes. See, the move, a match. Use the touch controls. That sounds a little fucked up. Puzzle number 9. One poor pooch. Matches below are arranged in the shape of a dog. This poor little guy was just minding his own business when a car came barreling down the road and ran him over. Move 2 matches to change the picture so that it shows the dog after the accident. All puzzles are a matter of perspective, so don't assume you'll be looking at the dog from the side by the time you're finished with this one. It's like, oh hey, here. You come in here, here's a puzzle. Dead dog. So this one's a little finicky. So I'm gonna save state just in case. So what you do is you move this one. So imagine, so say it's a different perspective. So it means look at it from the top down after he got ran over.
That should do it.
Aha, look, I've correctly identified the dead dog. And you even get to see the dead dog. The car flattened the poor dog. Let this be a lesson to be aware of your surroundings when driving. That's absolutely correct. My commendation, sir. Again, I do apologize for the strangeness of this request. Now please walk this way. We mustn't keep Lady Dahlia and company waiting. So there's a hint coin here. Hint coin here. Professor, look at these paintings on the wall here. It's a very nice portrait, isn't it? I bet it's a late Baron Reinhold picture there. But what about this one, Professor? Who could this pretty girl be? 2 portraits are next to each other, so they're likely family. She's probably the Baron's daughter. That's exactly right, sir. You are looking at a portrait of Flora, the late Baron's daughter. Pardon me for asking, but I couldn't help but notice your keen interest in art. Would you care to take this old frame with you? It used to hold a most wonderful painting. However, now all that's left of it is this small scrap. Painting scrap. One of our collectibles that we're going to be getting. The painting option has been added to the trunk. You can assemble the fragments of the old painting here. To access the painting, touch the trunk to open it, and then tap the painting icon. So this is a piece of that old painting. Of that old painting. Then how interesting. It's just telling you the names of the people. If you click it again, there you go. There's the third one. Now we tap here on the second shelf to get ourselves another puzzle. Bookshelves seem to line every wall of this estate. The Baron must have been quite the avid reader. It's important to keep your mind sharp, Luke. So why don't you give this puzzle a go? These fucking British voices that can't keep consistent unless it's fucking Sherlock Holmes. The puzzle number 10, alphabet. Alright, here's a quick and easy one. The first letter of the alphabet is A, and then the letter B comes after the letter A. However, the letter you need to worry about is the last one. What's the last letter of the alphabet? Here's a hint. It isn't Z. It is a funny one. So think about it. So, starts with A. B comes after the letter a letter A, but it doesn't mean immediately after. So the easiest thing to see, oh yeah, you can also draw on here. It's T, yeah. The T is finicky though. There you go.
How does this sound?
Yeah, get it?
Professor, I've solved it.
Good job. The last letter in the word alphabet is the letter T. It's a cute one. A cute and short one there. How'd you like the puzzle, Luke? I hope it's ready for for tackling more difficult puzzles. Well, we covered everything in this room. Let's go to the painting option. Touch a piece of the painting to go to a screen where you can place your selected piece. You can also enter the placement screen by tapping the yellow arrow at the top of the selection screen. Well, return to the selection screen from the placement screen at any time by tapping switch. Move pieces on the placement screen with your stylus. Grab the piece in the circle that appears to slide the piece around. If you touch a piece outside the circle, you can rotate the piece by drawing a circle with your stylus. Find all 20 pieces and reassemble the picture. When you put the whole painting back together, something good will happen. Now you can't do much here. So obviously you can tell this is a corner piece, but we can't do much with it. So we'll just leave it there. And we'll worry about the painting once we get all the scraps. So now let's finally walk up here.
Oh? Oh, you must be Professor Layton, I presume. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
Oh no, the pleasure's all mine.
No!
Luke!
Claudia, darling! Come back, sweetie!
Honestly, why am I completely surrounded by incompetence? This is a disaster. Whatever is the matter? Oh, this is simply terrible. My dear sweet baby, my Claudia. Your Claudia. Sweet, sweet Claudia, my little honeykins, my spoochy pie, my baby. Matthew. Get the flowers here for a hand coin. And then a little corner there between these two. You're Professor Layton, I presume. My name is Gordon. I'm among those who requested your services. I'd like to explain our situation further, but now it's probably best to do as Lady Dahlia says. So you have to talk to her first before you talk to him, but before we do that, Chandelier. Look, there's a puzzle hidden here, Professor. So here's one of the first of the hidden puzzles. Puzzle 110, the vanishing cubes. You don't have to worry about me going in order, because there's a lot of hidden puzzles that stray away from the big numbers. So on the table below are 4 cubes made up of matches. Can you change 4 cubes to 3 by moving a single match? So you just have to move this one. If I remember correctly, I just moved that one.
How does this sound?
Oh, not quite. Here we go, like this.
How does this sound?
Yeah, there you go. Let's just move it like that. Sorry, I messed up with how to do it.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
It's pretty simple and brilliant. By moving a single matchstick completely changes your perspective on the shape. What's the difficult thinking about things in 3D? You just move that one. It's like, oh, okay, now there's just the third cube here. Simple enough. Piece of cake. Now let's go find more puzzles. Name's Simon. I'm Baron Reinhold's nephew. My father is. No, the name's Simon. I'm Baron Reinhold's nephew. My father is the little brother of Gordon there. Or rather, he was until he kicked the bucket, as they say. But I digress. You're the famous Professor Layton. Humph, I thought you'd have more presents. You're a giant fucking top hat. What are you fucking saying, no presents? Well, never mind that. I take it you won't mind if I throw a puzzle your way. Shouldn't prove difficult for a man of your ability. Yes, if you're as good as they say, they shouldn't amount to much more than a distraction. Arc and line. As shown in the diagram below, you have 1/4 of a circle. Within the circle is rectangle ABCD, which touches the edge of the circle at point D. Assuming that point B is located at the center of the circle, how long is diagonal AC? Now this one's all about math. But it's pretty simple. Because, yeah, it's point D to C and D to B would be the exact same length, so it would be the same length for here. And it's the same here. So 10, yeah. And 1, 0. Unless I just did that wrong. It's been a while since I've done like geometry. That's how they want you to do it.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
No, it's like, oh no, it's because it's. It's gonna show you here. Righto, diagonal line AC is the exact same length as diagonal line BD. BD is the same length as the radius of the circle. So once you figure that out, the only thing I have to do is add 5 and 5. So you notice, yeah, they're the same length, which means, yeah, it would just be the radius of the circle. So yeah. Sorry, I'm good with math, but geometry is something that I've lost a lot of my touch for. Oh, it appears you were the real deal, Professor. I apologize for doubting you there. It seems you've got the mind for puzzles. Unless a man than myself might consider jealousy to be a reasonable response. Anyhow, you're not going to get a word out of Dahlia right now, so you might as well do as she says. Madam, what is it? What in the world happened? My little Claudia got scared and ran off. Didn't she see her dart out of the room? I must have missed her. I'm terribly sorry, madam. Oh, you're just useless, aren't you? Professor, you didn't see which way my baby ran off to, did you? Your baby, madam. Your baby, madam. If you're referring to that white cat, I saw it ran out the door a moment ago. God damn it. What? You simply stood there and let her escape? Well, she is a cat. They are animals, after all. Animals must run about from time to... You fool, she is not just a cat, she has a name, and that is Claudia Reinhold. She is a delicate flower, and she is simply a mess when I'm not close by to comfort her. Matthew, I need you to find Claudia and bring her back immediately. What this little inheritance problem of yours, Lady Dahlia? I can wait. Can't you see that we have a more pressing concern on our hands at the moment? You could have stopped her, and you didn't, so you have a responsibility to find Claudia and bring her back. Sending the professor off to find a silly cat, the nerve. Who do you think you are? Oh, it's fine, Luke. Besides, Lady Dahlia does have a point. It does seem we let Claudia run off. Madam, if you'll excuse us, we have a cat to track down. Thank you, and please hurry. My Claudia is such a delicate flower. Even the coarse outdoor air might prove too much for her. Noise was added at the list of the mysteries of the manor. So here's chapter 2, The Fugitive Feline. Lady Dahlia's cat has escaped. Search St. Mystere for the runaway feline. Yeah, we have to take a fucking backseat to find a cat, but it's worth it. Noise at the manor. While the professor was meeting with Lady Dahlia, Reinhold Manor was rocked by a noise so loud it shook the walls of the mansion and scared off Claudia. What could the source of that noise be? And we got a new journal entry, Chasing Claudia. Thunderous noise rang out during my conversation with Lady Dahlia. The din was so deafening that it caused her cat Claudia to run off. Losing her cat put Lady Dahlia in quite a temper, so we have taken on the rather irritating task of chasing a wayward feline. But enough of cats, but just what was that noise? At least he's admitting and it says it's fucking irritating, instead of saying it to her face, like the true gentleman. Keep it yourself. So now you just gotta, there's nothing else for us in this place, so you just gotta keep on walking down. There's the cat. Professor, there she is! Drat, she ran off. Can't stop now. Let's give chase, Luke.
Blast, that burns. Looks like the engine blew out. So this is St. Mystere, eh? The famed stomping ground of the late Baron Augustus Reinhold. I wonder what kind of tricks the old coot set up in this village before he shuffled off. Oh, Layton, you ridiculous dandy. Just you wait. All the treasure you seek will be mine.
Yeah, this fucking... Here's the boat.
Huh? Look, there's a hole in that boat deck.
God. Oh no, it's just a notification. Just a message from Discord. Hang on.
Oh, Professor, that reminds me. Have you ever heard the one about the sinking ship?
Puzzle number 13, sinking ship. This reminds me of a puzzle. The Titanic. The Lusitania. SOS, 15 people are trapped aboard a ship that is going to sink in exactly 20 minutes. Their only chance for survival is the 5-person life raft stowed on their vessel. To make matters worse, the waters around the ship are teeming with man-eating sharks, so swimming to safety is out of the question. A round trip to the nearest island and back to the boat takes 9 minutes on the raft. How many people will see dry land? So, yeah, count all the people here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, remember. So one person has to come back at each trip so that they can row the boat. So you gotta remember that. So it'd be 4 for the first trip, 4 for the second trip. Yeah, so it takes 9 minutes to do it. So you'd only have. Hang on. So going and coming back. So you don't have to worry about. So it won't take exact. So you have enough for only 3 trips, because by the time you prepare for the 3rd trip, you know some people will be out, but they won't be able to come back. So it's 4 for the first trip, 4 for the second trip, and for the last trip you have to bring all 5. So only 2 people are gonna die. So they're 15.
That should do it.
This reminds me of a puzzle when 2 people died.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
So yeah. Nicely done. A moment of silence for the 2 who didn't make it.
Oh, great answer, Professor. It took me 5 minutes, 5 times as long to get that one.
So now you gotta start thinking just a tiny bit more. Oh, it's you, Mr. Please call me Ramon.
Oh,
Can I be of some assistance? As a matter of fact, yes, Ramon. Lady Dahlia's cat slipped out of the house. Have you seen her about?
do you mean dear Claudia? I think I saw her pass through here and run into town a few moments ago. If that's the case, I'm sure she boarded the cat here before she ran away.
Yeah, just gotta keep on talking to people, but these, not all of them are giving you puzzles again.
You need something? You do, don't you? Yep, I can see it on your face. An open book is what you are.
Excuse me, but you didn't happen to see Lady Dahlia's cat come through here a moment ago, did you?
Oh, the fluffy white killer, yeah. I think she ran toward this town square, yep. She went that way.
I see, thank you.
Think nothing of it, buddy. If only all the questions were that easy to answer. Well, then I'll be off now.
Who would have thought he turned out to be such a nice guy?
Shall we head for the town square, then?
Indeed, let's be off. Hold on, let's take a look at what's behind the blue door. You see it? The blue door over there appears to be open a crack. Care to look inside? See how we can go inside here? The general store. Look over there, look here, my boy. This distinguished candle has made me think of a simply wonderful puzzle. Puzzle number 15. How many are left? This is an easy one. 10 candles stand burning in a dining room. A strong breeze blows in through an open window and extinguishes 2 of them. Checking back in on the candles later, you see that one more candle is gone out. To make sure no more flames go out, you shut the window. Assuming the wind doesn't extinguish any more candles, how many candles do you have left in the end? So only 3 were... The 3 were extinguished. Hang on. This one's easy, but also at the same time, it can put you off a little bit. So you'd think, okay, you go back, you'd count all of them here, so you'd come to the conclusion that you'd have 7 that are still up. But how many candles are left in the end? It doesn't say how many candles will be extinguished, or will be still aflame, because they are going. If you put in the answer, it's going to tell you, oh nope, sorry. At the end, it's actually 3, because the candles that were extinguished
Think I've got it.
are going to be left, are still going to be left around because they won't be fully melted.
I did it. Yes.
As it'll explain you. That's correct. The 7 candles that manage to stay lit will melt down completely. The only candles that remain in the end are the 3 that are extinguished by the wind and therefore stay intact. A little bit of a trick question there. Excellent work, my boy. Sometimes it's important to consider the obvious, too. Delving in too deep into the implied can cause misconceptions. Click the chair, so that's fine. There's something I find very charming about this chair. Oh, that reminds me, Luke. Have you heard this one before? Number 4. Number 14. Which chair? A new multi-purpose event hall has been built in the center of your town. A new multi-purpose event hall has been built in the center of your town. It will be used for everything from concerts to sporting events to conventions. With the hall complete, it's time to order the chairs. 5 of the chair designs labeled A through E are being considered, but all the designs only Out of all the designs, only one chair is completely suitable for the auditorium. Which chair is it? And this one this one's actually a little bit you have to think about it just a little bit. But it's kind of easy it's it's just itsy. Because
How does this sound? Professor, I've solved it.
That's right. Of all the designs, only E can be stacked upon itself. In a hall like the one described, each event requires a different number of seats, and thus a change in seating arrangement. The storability of E makes it the best chair for the job. That's right. You gotta be able to stack them chairs. Well done. I suppose this puzzle was too easy for you, my boy. And there we go. We got a painting scrap. If I remember correctly, I think sometimes you can connect them together. Yeah. This one's not a corner, so you can't really do anything with it right now. So there's the first one. There's the second one. There you go, and there's the third one. Now we can leave this place.
Hey, you two, let me are you? Would you? I'm in a real pickle.
I'm already messing up his voice.
God fucking damn it. What seems to be the problem, sir? So I'm not going to go and raise the bridge while I was on break. Then, as if that wasn't bad enough, that chowderhead made off with my only bridge crank.
Oh dear, do you mean to say?
Got it, buddy. Till that thing shows up, no one's getting in or out of town.
I'm still
looking for the blasted crank, but I'm seeing too much red to get anything done. What kind of punks pulls a prank like this anyhow? Oh yeah. Found this doodad in the street when I was out looking for my crank. Got any idea what it is?
Found this strange gizmo. The gizmos option has been added to the menu. Touch the trunk to open it, and then tap the gizmos icon. From here, try to assemble the various mechanical parts you've gathered around town. The gizmos you've gathered around St. Mister are all lined up on the touchscreen. Tap 1 to snap it into place. Just what are you constructing, you ask? That's a secret. So yeah, you don't have to worry about finding them just randomly strewn about the street. It's all from puzzles, these things. Yeah, you don't have to fucking place it correctly. You just press it and it goes right away. That's kind of sad, but whatever. The crank. Someone has stolen the crank that controls St. Myster's drawbridge, the sole portal in and out of town. Until the crank is recovered, there's no way to leave the town. Why would somebody want to steal a drawbridge crank? There's the stupid cat again.
Aha! Fluffy, check. Pepper Bow, check. Southern Expression, check. No doubt about it, it's Claudia.
Good eye, Luke. Now that we have her located her, the question at hand is how to go about catching her.
Leave this one to me, Professor.
Oh yes, I've forgotten that you have a way with animals. Well, go right ahead then.
Here, Claudia. Here, girl. Hey!
Luke, are you alright?
I'm sorry it wasn't much help, Professor. She's far feistier than I imagined.
Oh, ow, getting scratched by a cat fucking hurts. Especially that, like that on the face. Jesus.
Hmm? Yeah, I saw that cat. She almost scratched out your eye. Hope we'll catch her, you say? Thanks for nothing. I like living. Did you see that ferocious beast? I'm not going anywhere near her.
Could you at least tell us in which direction she ran off?
So the killer scurried out off westward. She had fangs the size of daggers.
Okay, now you can finally go inside here.
This is the town hall. What business do you have here? If you just move it down, strongly advise that you fill out a change of address form.
Oh no, we aren't here for anything like that.
Regardless, our town hall visitors must complete the proper forms. You can start with this one.
Ah, you can see a puzzle. Triangles and ink. Here are two shapes, one large and one small. Each one is made up of little triangles. Dipping your fountain pen into the ink one time gives you enough ink to draw 4 little triangles as depicted by the shape on the left. So with that in mind, how many times do you have to dip your pen in the ink in order to draw the shape on the right that's made up of 36 triangles? So you just gotta count it, so... Got 1 for the top here. The corners, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's one other one you can do. Somewhere here. Forgot how exactly. A rack in my fucking brain. Oh, it's like one of them has to be upside down, so...
Luke, here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's correct. Your first impulse might have been to divide... Yeah, they think about you trying to do division, trying to ignore all the center ones, even though... Wait, oh, it's completely different than what my notes say. I think it just did something else. I was actually just trying to count from like each dip. I pretty much almost got to the answer. Oh, whoopsie. Well, I guess the learning experience for me. That's correct. Your first impulse might have been to divide the 36 triangles by 4, but a closer look shows that each 4 triangle clutter is actually formed from 3 triangles. When you apply this way of thinking to the larger shape, you end up with the answer pictured above. Yeah, that's an easy way to think of it. Nicely done. As you might have noticed, everyone in this town is simply crazy about puzzles. I strongly advise that you solve as many puzzles as you can. Oh, and while I'm at it, I strongly advise that you drop in on Granny Riddleton next door. So for sure, it's a veritable treasure trove of puzzle-related informalia. Just beware that she's not always home. Got Strange Gizmo and Triangles and Ink is completed, so... There I am. Wait, let me fucking get hen coins. There we go, there. There we go. There we go. And then you tap here. There's a hidden puzzle here. Puzzle number 118, red and black cards. A jokerless deck of 52 cards sits on the table. The cards are shuffled thoroughly and divided into 2 stacks of 26 cards labeled A and B. If you divide the cards as described above and check the contents of each pile 1,000 times, how many times could you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? So yeah, it's divided in half completely. And you keep on changing it up. Yeah, it's gonna be the exact same every time, so Every time you change one card to the other, and change one side to the other, it's going to be the same number on both sides. So, you do it 1,000 times,
How does this sound?
then yeah, it's 1,000. It gives you 50 picker rats, but it's actually pretty simple.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
As you can expect the corresponding number of red and black cards to show up between the piles 1,000 times out of 1,000 tries. There are 26 cards of each pile and 52 card decks. If you form 2 piles of 26, randomly select the cards from this deck. The number of red cards in pile A is equal to 26 cards minus the number of black cards in pile A. In pile B, the situation was reversed. So no matter how the cards are divided, the number of red cards in pile A will be equal to the number of black cards in pile B, and vice versa. Yeah.
That was a real mind twister.
So now get out of here. Walk to the left.
Oh, I almost forgot. We ought to visit the local inn and see if we can procure some rooms for the night. Sounds good to me, Professor.
Oh, certainly. I saw an inn near the entrance to the village, just south of the plaza we're in. Let's head over there right now and see if we can't set up some lodging.
Okay, so how go things? Learning the ins and outs of Saint Mystère, are you?
Yep, solving puzzles is the only way to get by here. That's what the villagers value most. So how about a puzzle right now? A little practice will keep you from embarrassing yourselves in front of others later. As a diehard nonconformist myself, I'm a sucker for any puzzle where you need to find the odd man out. So here's number 17. 5-card shovel. 3 of the 4 images shown below are the exact same picture rotated in a variety of ways. Can you find the odd one out? So this is all about turning your head over and over again. Okay, what you basically have to do is just remove like each card that you can see that's matching from any perspective. So the diamond is the first one you'd have to take out to see. And well, actually no, easier way to figure it out. At the top of the at the bottom of the stack, you can always see. Hang on. I really did not write down good notes for this. So just rotate all of them to make them look like one of them. So like, for example, let's look at C. And then just rotate all the ones until you get like the heart that's facing down like that. And if you look at all that, D is going to be the answer you get at the end. For being the odd one out.
I think I've got it.
Because
I did it. Yes.
good job, the puzzle is fairly straightforward, but catching the subtle difference in the picture can take a while. See, just look at that diagram, you'll be able to figure it out like that. There's plenty of ways to figure out these kind of puzzles. Every puzzle has an answer, and it can be multiple.
Okay, you certainly showed that puzzle was boss, didn't you? Seems the training I've been giving you has paid off. Feel free to thank me in any way you see fit. We'll be seeing you around.
Take this painting scrap. There you go. It's not connected to anything quite yet, but yeah, we got it. Leave it there for now. Here's another journal entry. Looking for the inn. Some rascal has made off with the crank to the village drawbridge. For the moment, it seems that we are unable to leave Saint Mystère, though we are still out looking for that cat. I've decided we should make lodging arrangements before it gets too late. We're recall seeing an inn around the village entrance. But we're not going to go into the inn quite yet. You know, it's been 40 minutes. I don't want my episodes to be long anymore. Plus, this is, you know, a short game. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. So, next time on the Professor Layton and the Curious Village Let's Play, we're gonna be going into the inn and we're gonna continue trying to find this stupid cat. So, see you guys next time. Take care.